So, hey everyone, it's Jada Brown here. I'm coming to you as Jada Brown. I have this recent thing that has been on my heart, near and dear to me. I've been praying about it for the past like 2 to 3 days, and I have been away from social media. Currently, I am on a media fast, but I decided that I am going to somewhat put a pause on that fast because of something that just spoke a little bit louder to me. So I hope everyone can hear me. As you all know, the Ebony Kings and Queens competition is still underway, and it is going to finalize on January 31st. Something that I have been struggling with thinking about was the competition itself and me putting myself out there as far as the competition goes. Because I am not in the top 15 or 10, and I appreciate all the love and support that I've gotten thus far, the people who've been riding with me, who've been voting for me. I've decided that something that was a little bit more important to me needs to be put on Front Street. So as you all know, our neighboring school, Bennett College, is facing a tragic story right now as far as possibly being closed. So what I wanted to do was be an awesome sister queen to Brooke, Miss Bennett College, and to their court and to their institution, and I want to donate all of the votes that I have accumulated thus far to her in their college to hopefully push her in the top 10, or ask that Ebony Magazine possibly do some type of +1, or do like a special recognition for her to be showcased in the magazine and be able to talk about her institution and efforts of bringing awareness to them closing, and try to get people to donate and raise money towards them keeping their doors open. With that being said, I'm standing 110% behind Bennett College, and I want my sister queens to do the same. I feel like we brought much publicity to Ebony Magazine and their company due to this competition, but I'm unaware about what they have done to help this college or institution or our HBCUs who are closing down, if they've donated themselves, if they put any positive feedback out, have they put the link to donate out, have they been resurfacing it on any of their channels or pages or any sites that they have to blog anything else. So because of that, because I don't hear or see where much of that has happened, I've more so heard the negative things being put out, such as that they are closing, and that being the subject and the only subject that has been taking place. So not so much of the positive things that will help them keep their doors open, or having conversations that might allow them to stay open, and if they have a plan or whatever. But I don't really want to focus on the woulda, shoulda, couldas as far as them staying open. I just want to help, and I want A&T to help. I feel like Bennett College and North Carolina A&T have so much history within each other, and for them to be neighboring institutions and be HBCUs, we should be pushing this a little bit more. I don't know all the legal stuff, all the back end stuff, and honestly, I don't care about that. I care about them keeping their doors open. I care about the young ladies and their education and their passion for their institution way more than me being showcased in a magazine. Honestly, I could find another way to be in a magazine. I could find another way to represent North Carolina A&T. I've represented North Carolina A&T in a numerous of ways, and I just feel like, the support for the magazine and stuff has not been fully put out there. I'm just being transparent. So because of that, whatever I have accumulated as far as the votes for Ebony Magazine, I want those votes to either go to Bennett College for Brooke, for Miss Bennett, or I would like to see where Ebony Magazine puts a +1 And don't take, anything away from those queens who win on January 31st to win the top 10, but add something where they can be also showcasing that this HBCU right there in Greensboro, North Carolina is suffering. They need help. And whatever other HBCUs are facing accreditation problems, we need to be showcasing that a little bit more instead of just getting in a magazine. Like, I feel like it's something else that we could be doing or showcasing. I want to see about how I could go about raising money on my campus for them, because I don't see where anything is really being done. Buying the t-shirt, retweeting, posting, hashtagging, that stuff is cool, but it's not enough. And I've talked to Ms. Bennett about it. I told her that I want to see what my sister queens feel about it, see who's behind it, if they have different suggestions or would like to go about it a different way. I don't want to discredit the work that every other queen has put in to earn their votes. And I do, once again, appreciate everyone who has voted for me and who wanted to see me in the magazine and representing our institution. But as I just said, I feel like as Jada Brown, right is right. And I feel like those votes could go to someone who needs them far more, and that Bennett College being in the magazine could bring publicity, to their situation. And I personally just would rather see that used as a platform for her to be able to talk about why their doors need to stay open and why people should donate. And to see that Ebony has not really done much to help that cause bothers me, and that has become a concern for me. Watching an institution that I've walked over to and hung out at closed down is not something that I want to see. So I would much rather at this time put my efforts in towards that. So if you see me coming back on social media, that is why. Nothing else is a reason for me to be on social media right now. I honestly wanted to be away from social media for personal reasons and just to take a break. I think it's a necessary thing to cleanse yourself of certain things. And as you all know, I have a lot going on right now too. So I would just love it if you guys could give me your feedback about it, or simply go vote for Miss Bennett College yourself. I want it to be something that we all do, and I personally want to see it done that Miss Bennett is up there, or she uses Ebony Magazine or whatever else as a platform to talk about them being shut down. I don't like the fact that they are closing. They still are short money, so that means we have a lot more work to do. And being that we are in the Greensboro area, it's important that we are the ones to make sure that they stay open. Because if it was A&T, we would be bending over backwards for this HBCU. So we need to do the same, support our other fellow HBCUs, and make sure they stay open. And at the end of the day, this is an all-girls school. I'm a queen. I'm a woman. It's important to me. So you don't have to agree. Not asking for you to agree. These are my views. If you check my bio, it already says that my page is my views. I'm speaking on the behalf of Jada Brown. As you can see, the crown is off, so there's nothing to say. I just really want you all to support it, and I personally am going to take maybe a few more hours to see what takes place and see if my sister queens respond or not. But I want everyone to be behind this, and I will be contacting Ebony Magazine to see if they're in it or if they can find some other people who will sponsor or put the word out or blog about it or speak out about it. It's been great progress so far, but I feel like we can push and develop this into something much bigger and use these platforms for something that will make a bigger difference. In HBCUs, I'm responsible for not just A&T, but for all HBCUs. And because of that, this is my decision, and I hope that you guys are behind me. And if you have anything else that you want to talk about while I'm on here, or anything, we could talk about it. But I appreciate while I'm on here, I just want to go ahead and say I appreciate everyone who's been checking in on me, talking to me, giving me positive words of encouragement. as I go into this next semester. It's very important that we keep each other uplifted, and that we remember that we are all still people at the end of the day. And, you know, from this transition that is taking place on my campus to the transition that that everyone is having on their campuses, because I'm not the only campus that's having transitions right now. So with that being said, we stand together, we stand united, and I'm really, really proud of my royal family across the nation, across all HBCUs. You guys keep pushing, y'all keep working. It's important that we set the example and that we set the tone for what we want to see happen at our institutions, because HBCUs matter, and we're going to make sure that they stay alive. And even if it doesn't work out, all I know is that I tried. So that's what matters most to me. Love you guys. I'll be back later. I have a couple people who are trying to respond to me about this idea that I have. I'm not trying to cause any controversy. I'm not trying to do anything to lower my institution or anything like that. I'm trying to do something that is very, 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 very positive. And I think that I want you all to focus in on the positive about what I'm trying to do. A couple people was like, you're losing your network opportunity. You're losing your chance to be, you know, on something public on a national level. I feel like where God has given me a voice, I should exercise it, and that a magazine is just one way to be publicized. That is not the stunt of the growth that I have and what I can do. So, like I said, it's reasons behind why y'all have not seen me being very public about this competition. I have not felt that supported in it anyway. So instead of forcing it, I'd rather put those votes to good use, to someone who could use them and use it for a bigger and better platform that's just way more important to me. So, Bennett College, I stand with you. I love you all. Y'all know I love y'all. And I'm ready. My queens know about this as well, and from what I understand, they're completely behind me, and we want to do all we can to help support this. So, see y'all later. I'll be right back, I promise. And tell everybody else about it. Go find the link. I'm going to trade the voting link out of my bio for the links that are for Bennett College for you to donate. So be prepared to go in my bio, to go donate, to link it to whoever else you need to, because I feel like this is very important. We need to work together. So see you soon. Gotcha.